Hey y'all, what's going on? Hey, welcome in, you guys. It's podcast by Yo. She is in the journey in San Francisco. Man, first off, let me apologize for not having an episode last week. Episode 9, I went back home and had to take care of some adulting, housework stuff, fix my dogs from eating my tomatoes. They tore up my plants. I still love them though. I got to see my daughter, hang out with Ed, see my neighbors, shout out to them. So, people just checking on me. It was a really quick trip. So, I'll tell you this. I do not like to do anything halfway. I'm very prideful about my work. And so I felt that I was not prepared for my episode last week like I wanted to. So I was tired. So that's why I didn't have episodes. So we're going to blend episode 9 and 10 together because we is on week 10 going into week 11. Oh my, oh my. But, I would have put out like a notification, a public announcement, if I had a PR team or an IT person, a department, to run it by yourself. You have to know sometimes when to let things just go because we are one person, and sometimes individuals will want us to do more than we can do, more than what we should be doing. And so sometimes you have to be the one to say no. Absolutely not. I'm not doing this. I'm not going for this. I'm not working on this. Sometimes we have to stop because we do a lot. So I'm hard work and proud about everything. I'm proud about being a tech. So when I'm hard on myself, if it's a rough day in the operating room, especially if I don't have the right stuff, I'm a very good tech, but we're very particular because you should be proud about your job. If you're not proud about your job or anything that you're doing, and if you're staying in laziness and you forgot about your goals and your interests and you're just stuck, stop right now, circle, vent around, find it, shine it, and get back to it. So you should always do everything in pride. You should be a mother in pride, a father in pride, a sister, everything, in a relationship, husband, wife. You should be giving the best of you every day, even if it's hard for you. Because sometimes somebody else is having a rough day, a rough moment, and they need somebody else to give them that, you guys. So that's what happened. Well, let's start off with weekly events. Because let's get back to the regular scheduled programming of Podcast by Yo in the journey in San Francisco. So, and we'll do shout out. First off, shout outs. We're going to do shout outs right now. I forgot a few weeks ago was my niece's birthday. Happy birthday, Lila. I love you. So thank you. And I want to shout out to my friend Taisha and Coffee taking me out. We're going to get to that in a second. I want to shout out to the person on the BART that came behind me and got stuck and said thank you. I don't know you. I want to shout out to everybody that's trying, everybody that's doing, even though it's hard to get up. I shout you out. I shout out birthdays coming and going. And I'm sorry about the griefs in people's, but I shout. We should praise for every little thing, every little milestone. Anyway, take care. All right, let's get into the weekly events. So we're going to do two weeks together. So last week, Monday was just work, getting in there, doing my thing. Tuesday, the shuttle broke down. You guys, I'm telling you, my life is like a movie. So I'm standing at the stop where the shuttle is gonna come, and it comes at 6:32. So anyway, but mind you, I've already been on the bus since 5:22. So just to let you know how long a commute it is without a car. So I get there and I'm standing there, and all of a sudden I see the shuttle, and it's coming down the hill. I'm like, yes, can't wait to sit down because I'm cold. And it just stops. It just stops, you guys. It just breaks down. I mean, it's like there's smoke coming out. I'm like, oh wow. It just rolled to a stop, and there was nothing. So then I'm standing there, I'm like, what should I do? So I walk up there because I need to know what's going on. And it's Gus. I'm like, hey Gus, I'm like, you're smoking. The bus is smoking. And he's like, I know. He's like, don't get on the bus. He's like, now he decides to evacuate the bus. Everybody got to get off the bus. He's evacuating the bus. I'm calling my manager, about to be late. I'm late at this point. So I'm just standing there now at this point. All of a sudden, a car rolls up. And these other nurses were like, get in. We got to go to work. She was like, I called a lift. And some people say that our counterparts are not thoughtful enough. She invited me along and we were all from different backgrounds. And she's the one that ordered that Uber. And it was nice. It was thoughtful. Sometimes we just have to be kind. You know why? Because we all got the same goals. We all were going to work. We were all showing up. We were all on the course to being on time. But something stopped us. The thing about it is we allow things to just stop us, and we don't even want to look for another route. Sometimes we'll just stay course and be stuck. Absolutely not. It's not even worth it. Because guess what? We all jumped in that Uber. Absolutely. Dropped us off. I had a little bit more of a walk, but I was thankful to walk but 4 minutes, and instead of just being stuck at that shuttle stop for another shuttle to come pick us up. So I think that lady at Gold Shuttle for UCSF. So that was, it rolled to a stop, y'all. That was crazy. Wednesday work, Thursday work, that's when I flew home last Friday. And that was crazy. Like I said, I winterized. Ed and I winterized. We put all our outdoor furniture away. It's raining up there, okay? Then flew back, got ready, went to work. Then Tuesday. So getting off the BART, getting up there, and there's doors. Remember I told you guys a few episodes back that people follow you behind and not to pay. And I told that one girl, you're not following me back, because I'm not paying for you. So I look around all the time, because it's a safety issue too. When somebody's following you behind you, they have to get really close to you. They have to physically be on the back of you for the doors, so they can squeeze through before the door timing's off. Before the door timer closes, the little doors, okay? So anyway, I always I'm looking around, because don't come in my space. I don't know you. I don't want you. Even Jesus didn't want people to touch him. Like, there's some things that you just don't do. And sometimes people take risk, and you shouldn't take risks like that, because you can run up behind somebody and somebody could be back from combat and they might combat you. So stop that. Anyway, so back to that. I'm going through the gates, and all of a sudden I look behind me, and there's a guy there in his bike. He's trying to get through, and I looked at him like, but you know what he said? He stopped and he said, thank you, ma'am. I appreciate you. Have a blessed day. As he rolled off. And you know what? I couldn't even be mad. The difference was between these two incidences of the BART situation was the one person was entitled about it. She didn't care. She was going to go through. She was mad that I said no. She wasn't going to ask. She wasn't going to be polite. She wasn't going to announce herself. She probably wasn't going to say thank you. This gentleman kind of announced himself, then said thank you. Now I got a little bit more respect for it because she told me to have a great day. Great. And I did have a great day, y'all. Then I stopped and seen Vera, my dog, and his dad. Get back to my thing. Wednesday off. Thursday chill. Friday was a rough day in the operating room. Why? Like I said, I'm a proud person at my work, and everybody should be proud at their work. But you got to move on from it because there's nothing. It worked out. Everybody was safe. Everybody was doing their thing. Then Saturday, great day. Yesterday, ooh, yes, absolutely. My friend, my sisterhood, my friend Taisha, she texted me, and I was still in the bed, y'all, because I wasn't doing nothing, because I was in my feelings about Friday and how rough the OR was, and so I was in my feelings, so I was like, I'm not gonna go anywhere. I'm just gonna be here, be all sad. But I'm glad she pulled up. I'm glad Coffee was in the back seat waiting on me. Because he was ready to tear my leg up if he could. But I love him, and I love him for that. And she took me to Golden Gate Park, and we walked and went on hikes, and the views were fascinating, you guys. But let me tell you something about the walk. It wasn't just about the hike. I needed to get out of the house, number one. Number two, sometimes getting out is healing to the soul. Healing to what you are needing. The energy alone on earth can remove as you walk it out. Walk it out. Yeah, you gotta walk it out. You gotta hike it out. You gotta huff and puff it out. You have to, because the experience of life in itself is a challenge. And sometimes we ourselves get caught off guard, forget who we are, forgot our accomplishments, forgot what we've done, forgot the sacrifices, and we need somebody to lift us up and remind us who we are. Somebody needs to shake you. And she did. She did. Shout, yes, absolutely, came. But another thing is this, though. Not everybody around you is going to be like that. There's a lot of people that in your life that are broken-minded. The broken-minded, ooh, yes, ooh, yeah. Those people do not take risk. They don't take risk. They will steal your energy. They will rob your confidence. They will piggy off your finances. They will take your self-esteem. They will take your abundance. They will seek. They will disrespect you. They will ride your coattail till there is no more. Like the girl at the BART. She rode my coattail out. She wanted to get a free pass. Guess what? There's no free passes in life. Because what happens is when that coat runs out and it's all shredded, who are you going to come for? Who are you going to need for help then? Because you gave the person that you were riding so hard bad behavior, lack of empathy, lack of sympathy. You didn't give them faith. You talked about them, said naughty things, whispered. There was a division. You talked about their goals, and everybody around you just stood there. So learn who needs to be in your circle. Because I'm not lowering my expectation. I'm not lowering anything. So my thing is, on broken-minded people, they will ride it. They don't have expectations for themselves. They don't have standards for themselves because they know somebody is going to take care of them, and then they get this entitled behavior. Then they start this arguing thing. It's awful. Those people, I just stay away. Oh no, they'll take your peace away because my character is how I treat people. Be kind. I give blessings when I can because there's no turning back when it comes back onto you. And people always want to think that blessings are just like financial and materialistic things. No. It's not. Sometimes blessings are spiritual. Sometimes blessings are who just shows up and gives you that energy, gives you that genuine perspective. That's why it's great to be around people who want to pour into you as they pour into themselves. Instead of people taking the glow that you are glowing with. instead of the people who don't want to help build the fence. If you build the fence with two people, the structures, it could be a good fence, you know, it really can, okay? But if there is more than two people building the fence, okay, and there's multiple folks and everybody's doing their turn, the fence will be better. The fence will get stronger if everybody carries their own load. Nobody wants to carry their own load these days. I don't get it. Everybody has this me thing. It can't work like that. So anyway, boy, I went on a whole journey with that. Sunday, today was good. My landlord took me grocery shopping because, you know, guys, I ain't got no car. Then, so I just did that, and I got ready for the week because we have to get back on, because we got goals, y'all, because we have to celebrate our successes. We have to celebrate our failures too, because those both require great courage and risk. A lot of us is scared to take a risk. I mean, they really are. Some people are so scared that they're just waiting. Or some people are so impatient that they just run through. Like a stop sign. Okay, so at a stop sign here at my house, there's a stop sign. People are very impatient. Boy, you better go. Like, if you're at that stop sign too long in California, they honk very quickly, and they'll yell out you their window because they are impatient. They are in a rush. Sometimes being in a rush is not good. Sometimes waiting there for a few seconds is okay. Sometimes we need a stop sign to say, hey, you need to stop and figure out what your downfall is. So sometimes the stop sign is more than just a stop sign. We are missing out on a few different things when we just sit or blow through the stop sign. Like when Reese, my daughter, when she came over when I was there, and to sit there and watch her as an adult now, it's moving. To not feel at the time when I was going through parenthood, it's hard, that I was going to get to that level of accomplishment in life. Parenthood is hard. And when you're in it, and it hurts. It hurts your feelings. It hurts your soul. You will grieve each part of your child while they grow. You can't go back. You can't go back to those moments. You can't go back to those sleepless nights. You can't go back to the good things. I can't go back to the pillow talk she used to do to me when I would get off work and she would talk to me and I'd fall asleep. I didn't mean to, y'all, but boy, them kids had a lot of drama. But you can't go back there. You have to be at the stop sign for each situation in your life for the proper amount of time. And sometimes we wait way too long. Because see, in Seattle, everybody want to point to somebody. People just sitting there. You'll be like, if you're not in a rush, you'll just go like this, you know, and then that person will go. And then if you're really not in a rush, or if the person behind you pissed you off, you'll let everybody else go because you're hot. You're still hot. You're like, fine, I'm about to take my time. But that's the only thing probably we're friendly about in Seattle. Other than that, we're kind of mean. Anyway, but we need to start going back to giving other people standards and expectations, though. Because now that as an adult, since she watched me do those things and how I was treated and how I treated people and set boundaries, she's that independent kid. That's that's rough. It was hard, and I love everything about when she sits and talks to me, because I can only but respect her. And dang. Anyway, that's how I feel about the stop sign. Sometimes we need to be at the stop sign to get our abundance. Sometimes we need to get away from the stop sign, from all the nonsense that we have to pass through. Use the stop sign for what it is need to be used in. Sometimes we sit in situations and stop signs way too long for what I have no idea. Wake up. It's not going to change 10 years. Sometimes we need to stop to heal ourselves, to grow yourself, to soften yourself, because we're walking around here sometimes as women hard and bitter, you know what? And people don't want to admit this. The workplace can make you bitter. Your home can make you bitter. Not just your relationship with your spouse. Other things in the life can make you a bitter person, so you're hard. And then when you feel like it's time to shed that thing, everybody just has an opinion of you because they have really never known you. So you gotta find that inner peace and that inner humanness in you, because it's really hard to be patient, not be patient, to wait on everything sometimes, because shoot, people rush parenting. They be like, God, I can't wish this child to grow up. You can't rush that, because we see it now. Those parents who wanted to rush and didn't care, they have entitled kids because all they did was give. They didn't show how to give. They didn't show how to be a giver. They didn't show how to be kind. They didn't show how to be a blessing when you are blessed. They didn't show those things. So all these kids is people just want a me thing. And then they're just taking. So being in your softness is okay. But you gotta be soft with the right people, because the bitterness can come back real quick, especially when people don't know how to respect themselves and break boundaries and break relationships after you done talked about, be competitive with yourself. Stop being competitive with somebody else. You know why? You don't know what that's going on at their house. I be competitive with myself. I got bit by a bug, y'all. I'm sorry. I know it just itches. But you really have to let things go. Become that king, become that queen you want to be. Don't let people shuffle your crown. Don't let people ruffle your feathers. Don't let people stand there next to you knowing that they don't really have anything good to say about you. So there was this guy, I believe in Chicago. Yes, he died. It was a sad thing. His name was King Von. I was watching a documentary thing about him, and he said the people that are closest to you in your circle are the jealous ones, and they're the ones that will kill you. Look at Jesus and Judah. That's what I mean. Understand that. So give yourself grace, give yourself mercy, be gentle, but know who to let go, know who to cut. We don't need to hold on no more. Well, y'all, that's all I have. I am enjoying my San Francisco, these adventures, the workload. It's just right. And I like being hard on myself because I have to compete with myself at the end of the day. There's nobody but me. There's only one Yolanda. So I have to make myself better. If I'm not making myself better, how can I make other people better around me? You got to hold yourself with high standards and expectations too. You got to hold yourself to the highest court. If you don't, then everybody else's will, but they're judging you in a different manner because they don't really know you. So walk with grace, walk with mercy, walk with confidence, walk with pride, lift your head up, accomplish those goals, and stop letting people whisper about you. If you want them to whisper about you, you better have them whisper something about you that is only good. Because I want people, if they want to speak my name, if they want to be like, hey, have you heard about Yolanda? Oh yeah, I have. She's doing this, she's done this, despite of all the other eyes that you guys talked about. Give people something to whisper about. Because they're going to whisper about you whether or not, even if it's bad, if it's good, if it's just right, or if it's just plain old gossip. So give them some tea to gossip about. But it only can be good, because that's what you are going to be, good. And we are good enough for anybody. Thank you. This is all the time I have. 24 minutes, because Instagram cuts my my videos off at 15 minutes. Y'all, I'm telling you, I need an IT person. Good night. Have a good start to your Sunday. And I love you guys. Thanks for showing up and supporting me. I will see you guys next week with episode 11. Man, the life of a surgical tech in San Francisco. Podcast by Yo. Good evening.